They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Wolverines will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the gun, the inside give. Open space at the 25. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting out. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking to throw at St. Clair. Finds his man. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. They'll try to sneak it. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Fenley. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
The Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Release to the back. Makes the catch. Turning it on. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
And the Red Raiders trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wants to pass. Wideout trying to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Bought a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Leaves it with the running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Trying to set up the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
That could not have been a better two-play series than what we just saw from this defense right here. What a job getting pressure on this quarterback and creating negative plays.
Punt is on its way. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Trying the left side. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Duggan. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll move the tight end. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Grbac, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And we've reached the end of one. When we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gonna sling it on second down. Scrambling away. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Back to throw, it's St. Clair. They're setting up the screen. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. A nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
He takes it at the 45. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Michigan offense. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires on the move. Wide open downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. They go to the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Scott. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverine. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off of you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Washington had an impressive showing at home, and to do it with some of the legends of the past era. Mark Brunell, Napoleon Kaufman, and Lincoln Kennedy. What a special victory. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking downfield at St. Clair. Pressure coming. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Finley. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Wants to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Gives it on the option. Sweet cut there. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting where it was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Bring in the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket.
Breaks into the open. Snowed under by the defense.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Got his man out of the backfield. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
To throw, it's St. Clair. Pocket breaking down. Got it in the middle, it's Finley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he makes the grab at the 20. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Fires to the middle. He caught it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. He wants to throw it. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
They'll go up top on second and short. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Man, I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line, but 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing a third down. They'll be happy to get out of this drive with just 3 points.
It's good. Easy call for the ref. And the 3 ball gives us a tie. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Red Raiders will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Makes the catch. It's Scott. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Now on second down. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. To the air, it's St. Clair. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On the option. The pitch. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option. They didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Finley. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Wide receiver going in motion. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Unleashes one. Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing it his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. With the catch, it's Turner. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Caught near the sticks, it's Finley. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry, ball's at the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Intercepted deep in his own end.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. You saw it right there.
Leaves it with the back. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Quarterback on the keeper. Past the first down marker and still running. Makes the the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. There he goes. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give out of the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Red Raiders come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
They'll try to pound their way in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have the nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding creases.
Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Dances away to buy time. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Finds his man. It's Peace. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Peace. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
The Wolverines are in the hurry-up. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the 1st down.
He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The play-action fake. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And he needs this one for the tie, and he's got it. We're locked up in the 4th. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they tried to go with draw. They didn't catch the defense blitzing, so it wasn't a great look anyway. But up front, they just got beat regardless. And that back, David, had nowhere to go.
They had nowhere to go, but those offensive linemen, you got to set and you got to invite those defensive linemen up the field and kind of push them by. And you could tell they didn't do that. They didn't create any holes. There was really nowhere for him to go. You got to give him that first little hole, and maybe he can make a move. So the offensive line needs to do a better job.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air. It's St. Clair. Grabbed in the middle. It's Durant. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
In this offense, they got another positive gain, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get 1st downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Looking to throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught, close to the marker, it's gained. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. They've moved it into scoring territory. First and 10 from the 11. They'll ride the hot hand. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Timeout, Texas Tech. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This is the game-winning play. Win it or lose it on this field goal attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It's a draw. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, throwing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.